What does it actually mean when your cat flops down, rolls over, and exposes their belly in front of you? You might think they're asking for belly rubs, but that's not always the case. In fact, this simple move can reveal a lot about how your cat feels about you. So if your cat does this, pay attention, because I'm about to break down 8 surprising signs behind this adorable behavior. Number 8. Passive trust. Why does your cat roll onto their back, stretch out, and just stare at you without moving? This isn't just a dramatic flop, it's a sign of passive trust. Unlike playful rolling, where they wiggle or swipe at you, passive trust is when a cat exposes their belly but remains still, paws relaxed, and eyes soft. This means they trust you enough to let their guard down without expecting anything in return. In the wild, a cat's belly is its most vulnerable spot, so if they're showing it to you without being defensive, it's their quiet way of saying, "I feel completely safe around you." So how should you respond? The best thing to do is respect their space. Passive trust isn't an invitation for belly rubs. Most cats hate that. Instead, try giving them a slow blink, speaking softly, or offering a gentle head or chin scratch. If they stay relaxed or roll back upright and remain close to you, that's their way of saying they appreciate your respect. Recognizing this subtle sign strengthens your bond, making your cat feel even more secure around you. Number 7. Releasing built-up energy. Did you ever see your cat suddenly roll onto their back, twist from side to side, and kick at the air like they're in a tiny karate match? Did you ever see your cat suddenly roll onto their back, twist side to side, and kick at the air like they're fighting an invisible enemy? This isn't just random silliness, it's their way of burning off excess energy. Cats are built for short bursts of intense activity, but when they don't get enough play, that energy has to go somewhere. Rolling over, stretching out, and kicking mimics the movements they'd use when catching prey. If your cat does this after waking up or out of nowhere, it's their version of a quick recharge before their next adventure. To keep them engaged, make sure they have enough stimulation throughout the day. Play with interactive toys like feather wands or toy mice they can grab and kick. Puzzle feeders also work great for activating their hunting instincts. If they start swatting at you right after one of these rolling fits, it's a sign they need more structured play, not roughhousing with your hand. Keeping them active will help prevent boredom, reduce random energy bursts, and keep your cat both happy and entertained. Number 6. Signaling a mood shift. What if I tell you that when your cat rolls onto their back, they might not be feeling the same way they did a moment ago? This sudden movement is often a way of signaling a mood shift. Cats have complex emotions, and their body language changes fast. 1 second, they're relaxed, and the next, they're twitching their tail, widening their pupils, or swiping at the air. Rolling over can mean they've gone from calm to playful, or even from content to overstimulated. It's their subtle way of telling you, something just changed. Pay attention. Instead of assuming they want belly rubs, watch their body language closely. If they stay loose and engaged, they might be inviting play, so grab a toy instead of reaching for their belly. But if their ears go back, tail flicks sharply, or eyes narrow, they could be overstimulated and need a little space. Recognizing these signals helps you avoid surprise scratches and strengthens your bond by responding to what they actually need in the moment. Number 5. Responding to your presence. You walk into the room, and before you can even say a word, your cat flops onto their back, stretching out like they've been waiting just for you. This isn't just a random habit. It's their way of responding to your presence and strengthening your bond. Cats may have a reputation for being independent, but they form deep social connections with their favorite humans. Rolling over when they see you is a sign of trust and affection, a subtle way of saying, "I see you and I'm comfortable around you." To reinforce this bond, respond in a way that makes them feel safe and appreciated. Try a slow blink, a soft greeting, or a gentle head rub if they're open to touch. Avoid assuming they want belly rubs. Most cats don't. Instead, recognize this as a social cue, a way of connecting without words. When you respect their communication style, you'll strengthen your relationship and make them feel even more secure around you. Number 4. Redirecting stress. Did you know that your cat might have moments of stress, even if they seem perfectly calm? Cats are experts at hiding anxiety, but sometimes their body language gives it away. One surprising way they cope is by rolling onto their back and exposing their belly. This movement isn't always about relaxation. It can be a way to redirect stress. When a cat feels uncertain or overwhelmed, they might roll over to self-soothe, release tension, or even diffuse a situation. In multi-cat households, this can be a passive way of avoiding conflict, signaling, "I'm not a threat." If you notice your cat doing this during tense moments, like after hearing a loud noise or encountering a new pet, give them space and a calm environment. Avoid sudden interactions and, instead, offer comforting reassurance through a gentle voice or their favorite safe spot. Interactive play can also help release nervous energy in a healthy way. Understanding this behavior means you can support your cat when they're feeling overwhelmed, helping them feel safer and more at ease in their surroundings. Number 3. Mimicking kitten behavior. Did you know that when your cat rolls onto their back, they might be acting just like they did as a kitten? This movement often comes from their early days when they would stretch out while nursing, roll over to invite play, or expose their belly as a sign of trust with their mother. Some cats carry these behaviors into adulthood, especially when they feel safe and nurtured. If your cat flops over around you, it could mean they see you as a comforting presence, almost like a parental figure. To encourage this bond, engage with them in a way that makes them feel secure. A gentle voice, slow blinks, or soft play can reinforce their connection to you. If they seem playful, use a toy to mimic how they interacted with their littermates. Avoid reaching for their belly unless they truly enjoy it. Recognizing these kitten-like behaviors helps you respond in a way that strengthens trust and deepens your relationship. Number 2. Encouraging you to engage. Have you ever wondered if your cat wanted you to engage with them, but didn't know how to ask? Rolling onto their back is one of the strongest signs that they're inviting interaction. Unlike meowing or rubbing against your leg, this is a more subtle but clear way of saying, "Hey, pay attention to me." Some cats do it when they're feeling playful, while others might simply be asking for a gentle acknowledgement. It's a social behavior that shows they trust you enough to let their guard down, hoping you'll respond. If your cat does this, take a moment to read their signals. If they're stretching lazily and blinking at you, they might want soft pets or even just a verbal response. If their whiskers perk up and their tail swishes, they're likely in the mood for play. Grab a toy and join in. Engaging with them when they invite you builds a stronger bond and makes them feel valued in their unique feline way. Number 1. Marking territory. Have you ever noticed your cat rolling onto their back, rubbing against your leg, or twisting against the wall? This is another sign that they aren't just getting comfortable. It's their way of marking territory. Cats have scent glands all over their body, including their cheeks, paws, and even their belly. When they roll and rub against surfaces, or you, they're leaving behind their scent to claim what's theirs. It's a mix of comfort, ownership, and a silent message to other animals that says, "This is mine." If your cat is doing this often, especially around you, take it as a sign that they see you as part of their world. You don't need to do anything special. Just let them scent mark freely without interrupting. Rubbing their scent on familiar objects helps them feel secure, and allowing it strengthens their sense of home. If they're rolling on you, responding with gentle pets or a soft voice reassures them that their claim is mutual.